What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another awesome video. Today we're going to be building a betta tank using all the stuff we procured on Black Friday. We got all sorts of live plants from Petco, from PetSmart. We got a tank, a brand new 10-gallon tank from Petco. We got some Fluval Stratum. We've got some Carib Sea Mountain Stone. We're going to do a sweet aquascape for our new betta, Kozuki Oden. He's our blue samurai roundtail betta. Very awesome fish. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We are a channel full of animal lovers. By we, I mean my family. Me, my wife, my daughter. I have a ton of fish tanks, koi ponds outside, have turtle, bearded dragon over here, Natsu. Also, you can see the edge of a couple of our sugar gliders. We got Nami and Robin here, Sanji over in the corner. But also, I'm going to set up a couple small tanks in here. This one is full of electric blue Acara fry. And this one we're going to set up today. Do a complete setup. So let's get into it. First things first. Let's go ahead and tape our background on. You can do any type of background you want. You can paint it on. You don't even need a background. They make light screens. I'm just going to tape on a simple black one. All right. And there we go. So, okay. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to get our substrate in. We're going to use Fluval Stratum. Then for our hardscape, we got our Carib Sea Mountain Stone. For plants, we got all sorts of top fin and Imaginarium plants. We don't know what all we're putting in. Let's go on and get started. Get a nice thick base going down in here, this Fluval Stratum. And what it'll do is it'll lock any nutrients down in there. Okay, I think what I decided to do is kind of do a big island, just one big island. We'll kind of put it together just off center here. So let's see if we can't find a way for these all to go together rather nice. See what this one looks like next. Let's see, maybe right here. Okay. And let's try right there. Right like that. I'll build it up a little bit more. Let's see what is. What is that looking like? Okay, I think our giant island on one side has been realized. Man, I think I better get a couple on that other side though. Alright, let me get a little piece of cool looking driftwood in here on this side, and then I'm going to stack a few little ones around that. We'll kind of see how that looks. Okay, let's do one more over here. Let's see how this one fits. That ain't bad. I think we're gonna go with that for our hardscape. What do you guys think? Gonna wet this down, and I think I'm going to start out putting a couple bulbs in. I got some, what they're called, betta bulbs. So, let's see. these beta bulbs right here. I think I'm going to dot a few of those right here in the middle. I think what we'll do is one on each side. Here's what they look like. They're really weird looking. We're going to stick one down in there, and the other one down in there. Okay, I want to get our epiphytes in. I got two big Anubias. We got this Anubias congensis here. I think all we're going to do in this one is just literally stick it right in this gap of the rocks here. That's it for that one. Next we have our Anubias nana, and I think I'm going to try to do the same thing over here. Stick it down in a hole over here. And if it don't really want to stick, we'll glue it in afterwards. So I'm expecting our buddy Oden, Kozuki Oden, our samurai beta, to almost use these as like a beta bed. Next we got some tissue culture background plants. We'll start off with some bacopa. I think we'll get that kind of on either side here. And then all you gotta do to prep this style is, you see this jelly? Just gotta take and rinse all this off in some water, and then you're good to plant. Put some right in this background, right there. Now, if you're doing a lot of these long ones, these background plants, it might be best to fill up the water first. That way you can see how they're setting. I'm just going to get a few of these, and these came out of the in vitro cup massive. I've never had stem plants come out of an in vitro cup. They're usually more like this size here. So we'll take it. And like I said, I'm just going to keep using all the stuff I got till we run out of room, and then I'm going to save the rest for other builds. So yeah, I'm just going to get this bacopa dotted around in the back. Never used this stem plant before, so I don't know if it'll like my water. I don't know if it'll like me, but we're about to find out. I believe I have some of this in the 110 gallon that's doing fairly well, but no one knew what it was at the store. No one could tell me, and I'm just guessing it's bacopa. It could be some form of Ludwigia though. Oh, nice. Always keep your live plants wet. Don't want them dying before you can even fill it up with water. Next thing we got is some Alternanthera Renicky grossofolia. This is a vibrant red stem plant. We're going to dot a few of these. This is also a tissue culture cup. This one's a Maggitarium. The last one was top fin. So I'm going to go ahead, same thing, rinse the gel off with water and get to planting. These ones come out of the package a little shorter, but they will grow tall as well. But we're going to dot these ones. So here we can see all across the back, we got that Renicky grossofolia. I'm heavier on the red on this side, but still have some splashes of green. I'm heavier on the green on this side, but still got some splashes of red. So, I don't know. Personally, I just think when you have a little bit on one side, it looks better to have a splash on the other. So that's something I kind of stole from MD Fish Tanks, but hopefully you forget. I did see another epiphyte I want to put in there. It's a little mini Bucephalandra. What do we say here? It's called Lamandau Purple. So some boost purple. I think I'm going to dot that kind of over here at the base of this little piece of driftwood. There we go. Hopefully it stays. Okay, let's make sure we gotta keep our plants wet. Grab my little sprayer. And I don't know, I think we're gonna call it for this planting. I also have a bunch more plants just dotted about some other tanks, and you know me, as we go we'll probably be throwing a lot more in, but I think for now I want to get this bad boy filled up and let her sit. Okay, it's filled up with water. We're gonna get some dechlorinator in there. That's all we need. Now, I think for tonight, I'm gonna go ahead, get our sponge filter going, put a heater in it, and just dose it with some liquid ferts. And we'll come take a look, see what we're looking like in a day or two. So here we go. Here's what it's looking like after sitting for a day. Looking pretty good, but a really sparse foreground. And if we're gonna use that pluvial stratum, then I'm gonna want more plants. So I got some Helantium quadricostasis, I believe, if memory serves, and some, I believe this is dwarf chainsword. The Monte Carlo I never use. It looks like it's been dying back instead of growing in the little plant tank, so let's get that going too. So that right there was our Helantium quadricostasis. There we go. I could break off the roots, but I just kind of ball them up. Just like so. I'll put this one right over here. Last but not least, our Monte Carlo. I need to get a better light. Sorry, we'll see it when it's in the tank. Stirring it up, but oh well. Grab another tuft. Stick it in there. Another tuft. Stick it in there. And so on and so forth. I'm gonna get the rest of these dotted in and we'll see what it looks like. So here we go, right up the middle with the Monte Carlo. And here's a close-up. We've got the Monte Carlo going up the center. Big tuft dwarf chainsword. And then this is that Helantium quadricostasis here, here, and here. Let's take some time, see how that's gonna look. And I think maybe we'll see about putting our DIY CO2 generator on here. Now a squirt of liquid fert. I happen to use this. I've used Brightwell, that seemed to work good. C-Chems mix works really good. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna try this one. I have been using their root tabs for a while in the discus tank and I like them. So we already dotted 4 across the back. We're gonna go with that for now. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end up with a couple dashes of this Anubias white rose on either side here. Hopefully I have better luck with it in this tank than I did in the Platy Paradise tank. This might be a step. Go ahead. power on in there. Or if I could get that boost purple to grow in there, and that Anubias white rose right next to it. Oh, I didn't get quite all the gel off. What do you think, guys? Let me know. While you're at it, hit that thumbs up button if you like content like this, and if you're not already, hit that subscribe button for me. I think the next part, we're just gonna rock and roll right into it, might not be tonight, but it'll only be a couple seconds for you, is setting up our DIY CO2 generator. I'm gonna run it on this. I'm not putting any fish in it. If you don't know why I won't be running it with fish in it right away, check out the previous videos. I had a fish room emergency when I did the generator at Platy Palace, but the growth was phenomenal. It was only on there, I can't even remember. It was a short period of time, week, 2, something like that. But yeah, phenomenal growth. So yeah, see you in a few. So here we go, our DIY CO2 generator. 500 grams of citric acid, 200 milliliters of water, 500 grams baking soda, 200 milliliters of water, and this contraption. So we got her going. We got our drop checkers in the green. It's been running all day. What do you think, guys? I'm loving it. Top view, got all the bacopa. We got all the Rosophilia. We got some red root floaters and some water lettuce on top. That white rose Anubias is beautiful. That purple Bucephalandra right here. We got the Holanthium quadricostasis and the dwarf chain sword up front, and hopefully we get our Monte Carlo to come out. And don't forget, we also have the betta bulbs planted. So yeah, curious to see how this tank turns out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you made it this far, thank you. Please hit that thumbs up. So here we go, we got the CO2 running again. I did add some cardinalis down there and down here in with that Rosophilia. So it'll go Rosophilia, cardinalis, Rosophilia, cardinalis, Rosophilia. So I'm interested to see how this is gonna grow in. And I still might put some more plants in here. Why not? We got some other small in vitro cups. And here we are, we got some Renicky Mini. I think I'm gonna toss this in. So the other one is this Rotella Walichi, something like that. So there we go, the Renicky Mini. I just threw the whole group right here. And that Rotella Walichi, I'm not familiar with this Rotella, but with it being a Rotella, I'm expecting this to grow tall like a background plant. If that's the case, we'll let it grow up and kind of hide this filter here. I also threw a tuft in back here, right there, along with this bacopa and everything. So yeah, I think the last little bit that we have that we're gonna throw in here is this itty bitty Anubias. We're gonna put it in somewhere. So here we go, we got that Anubias here. We split off some and put it here. And I'm pretty sure that's it for planting. Well, I think this is it for this video. If you guys enjoy this, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, share it with a friend, and ding that bell notification. And we will catch you on the next one. See ya!